How's it going, guys? It's Manny King here, and welcome to the Nuclear with Every Gun show with the light machine guns. It's episode 4, which is the last episode of this season. I kind of wish that there were more light machine guns just so I can continue this season a lot longer. Just 4 light machine guns kind of feels like it's pretty short. But to be completely honest with you guys, I think I enjoyed every single one of these light machine guns. They were all pretty fun to use. It was something different for me to try out, and I enjoyed every single one of them. I think my least favorite was the LSW, and either way, that was a pretty fun gun to use. So let's actually talk about this hammer, because I want to talk about something else after I'm done talking about the gun. So this hammer, it was pretty fun to use. I think it might be my favorite. I'm a little bit confused which one might be my favorite light machine gun, because the hammer I actually felt comfortable enough to actually run around and rush with. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was due to the fact that this gun was actually pretty strong, and it seemed to kill a lot quicker, in my opinion, than any other light machine gun. But its major flaw might be the fact that it doesn't start with 100 bullets, but I think 75 is more than enough. I think that can definitely get you a lot of kills. I mean, look at how quickly it's actually taking people down, and I felt very comfortable rushing with this light machine gun. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the iron sights that I felt like I can snap on target relatively quick. I don't know. I really like this gun. I'm not sure if it's my favorite. It's definitely tied for first, I think, with the LSAT and MK48, MK46. Don't remember the numbers, but I would definitely recommend trying this gun out if you have not. I would recommend trying out any gun in the game, really. Guns can all come down to personal preference. I can recommend that you guys try out a gun, and you might not like it, but who knows? I really enjoyed this hammer. I was using adjustable stock in FMJ. I really love FMJ on light machine guns just because it lets me hold down R1 if I want to shoot someone through a wall. And adjustable stock just gives me that little bit more of a mobility that if it kind of makes me feel like I'm able to rush a little bit more with the light machine gun. And this is why I really like the light machine guns, is due to the fact that I was able to hold R1 just in case he was going to try testing that I guess corner. And right there, could have gotten more kills. I saw a lot more in the orbital reset, but unfortunately it was overtime. And who knows how many people I could have actually gotten, because I've gotten a lot of montage clips with the light machine gun, so that might be on the montage that will be out later this year. So I would definitely try out this weapon if you want to try something new in Black Ops 2, because it's getting pretty old. A lot of people might be tired of using the same guns over and over, so I would recommend trying out this light machine gun if you have not. So yeah, it's the end of the light machine guns, and the Nuclear with Every Gun show will probably be on a break for a while. I'm actually going to debut 2 new shows later on this week, which is what I wanted to talk about. I was actually supposed to debut these shows actually last week, but I ended up getting busy. It was Easter weekend, and today is actually April Fool's, which is another thing that I wanted to talk about. So people that have been subscribed to me for quite some time know that my dad likes to pull a lot of tricks. And I was kind of expecting a trick from him on April Fool's, and it ended up happening. And it was the cruelest April Fool's joke I have ever had happen to me. And the reason it was cruel, let me give you a little bit of, I guess, a background story, background information on why it was pretty cruel to me, was the fact that this past week I was actually trying to find a car to buy, just my first car, see if I can just get something relatively cheap so I can just drive around. Basically, it was, I just want my first car. And recently, I think it was maybe Friday, a friend of mine actually bought a new car. And it was a car that, I'm not gonna lie, I am very jealous of. It was a 2013 Ford Mustang, brand new. It just looked really nice, and I was really jealous of him. And he came over to my house. He showed me the car. He showed my dad the car, and my dad was liking it too. So I had tried convincing him over the weekend, like, "Hey, come on, let's go get a new car." And he kept giving the speech that you have to be responsible and stuff like that. So I was like, "All right, whatever. Maybe I'll just buy a cheap used car and just get by for with that for now." So I ended up waking up today, and he pretty much surprised me. He came home with a brand new Mustang, and I'm like, oh my god. And I thought that was actually my car. He was like, here, congrats. And he threw me the car keys, and I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, it's your car. Let's actually go out for a test drive. So I went out driving with him, and I was like, is this seriously ours? And he's like, yeah, it's ours, it's ours. So I'm driving around, I'm really happy. I mean, I cannot tell you how happy I was at the fact that I finally got a car. And by the time our, I guess, little test drive was over, he told me to go home. So I was like, all right, I'm already heading home. And by the time we got home, he's like, can you give me the keys back? I'm like, why? He's like, I got to take it back to the dealership. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I only took it out for a test drive. I just wanted to see if you were actually going to fall for it. April Fools. I'm like, oh my God. And I don't know. I felt like I wanted to cry at that moment because I was so happy, and then I guess just have it being taken away from me because I really thought that car was mine. But well, I guess I should have known better because my dad just loves pulling tricks like that. So the gameplay is already going to come to an end. There will be annotations on the top left and right to take you to the previous and next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this season, and I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, peace.